Hello and welcome to the Student Council Officer Elections for the 2019 to 2020 school year. My name is Duke Moon, your Student Council President for the 2018 to 19 school year.
And I'm Jenny Chung, Vice President of the Student Council.
And I am LIAISON, your Media Relations Director.
It has truly been a privilege to represent this organization over the course of the past year, but our time as leaders has now unfortunately come to an end. Sitting behind us on stage right now are the potential successors that will carry on the legacy of everything we worked to build up this year.
Student Council continuously looks to improve not just the election process, but everything we do for the students and staff at KIS. And we always appreciate the feedback we receive from the body we serve. We need to be proud of everybody on stage for the contributions many of them have already made to Student Council and other clubs and activities at KIS. It is their hard work and dedication that makes each one of them qualified to not only run for Student Council office, but to serve you, KIS students and staff, next year.
As you listen to these bright-minded candidates' speeches today, consider the qualities you value in a student leader. Then, for each of the 6 positions, cast your vote on the candidate you believe best embodies the ideals of Student Council as well as Korean International School. Thank you. For the first set of speeches today, we have our candidates for the Community Outreach Liaison position. The Community Outreach Liaison coordinates efforts with the elementary school, the middle school, and also works in conjunction with the PTO. Please welcome to the stage our first candidate for the Community Outreach Liaison position, Peter Ha.
Okay, I would like to first thank everyone for being here today. And I'm Peter Ha, and I'm running for Community Outreach Liaison this year for 2019 and 2020. I was a part of Student Council last year as a grade rep, and I am not this year. By the 2 different experiences, I was able to see and feel what it's like to be a part of Student Council and not to be a part of it. I believe this trait is an important trait for a person who is running for a position like Community Outreach Liaison, to be able to see and understand both perspectives from Student Council and the student body. And I promise you, I'll use my experience to establish better connections within the KIS community. And always be active to make our 2019 and 2020 the most memorable year so far. And I hope to shape our next year, 1 year of our high school years, fun, interesting, and energetic, and most importantly, welcoming. I'll make sure that nothing will stray me away from serving you. And if you have any questions or lost on anything, you can find me or text me right away, and I'll be more than willing to help you out. And I promise you, I'll fulfill my duty as Community Outreach Liaison. And you won't regret it. And I will make this as my priority if I get elected. And I can also promise you this one last thing. I will work at my very best in order to serve you and the community. And all of this begins with your vote for me today. Thank you.
Thank you, Peter. Next up, please welcome our next candidate for the Community Outreach Liaison position, Kristen Joo.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention on this chicken, please? Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, I often compare our school community to this rubber chicken you see over here. More specifically, Korean chicken. Not only are we sometimes very loud, but like chickens that come in different flavors and textures like 후라이드, 양념, 간장, and 마늘. Each of us are unique, different, and special in each of our own ways. The Community Outreach Liaison's role is to bring these unique individuals together, and I think I can be that person. Good afternoon, teachers, parents, and fellow chicken friends. My name is Kristen Joo, and I run to be your next community outreach liaison. If you can hear my voice, I would like to ask you a favor. Would you all please clap on the count of 3 with me? I'm gonna give you an example. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, very example. It's an example. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Isn't that spectacular? I mean, not the fact that we clapped, but we clapped together. It's been 10 seconds. Actually, I think it's like more of a minute, but since I started talking and we're already forming a community. For the next 1 year, I'm always going to reach out to you like this. Furthermore, with my previous Duco experience, during which I've collaborated with different clubs and even the PTO, I believe I have adequate training to properly fulfill this role. Your ideas, thoughts, and opinions are what makes one KIS and KIS into one. And I assure you, I can make every single one of your opinions be heard. But to do this, it first takes your vote. Vote Kristen Joo, and I'll try my very best to reach out to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Kristen. Please, lastly, welcome our last candidate for the Community Outreach Liaison position, Sophie Yang.
Hello KIS, I'm Sophie Yang and I'm here today to run as your Community Outreach Liaison. Now, the best part that I'm looking forward to if I get this position is obviously being Mr. Poulard's best friend. And I'm looking forward to all the high fives I'll get with working with him. But apart from working with admin, being the Community Outreach Liaison means knowing how to work with PTO and across all grades of elementary, middle, and high school. And being here since elementary for a long time, I believe that I'm most fit for this position. And apart from those responsibilities, it's all about how I get to serve you as a representative. And I know that I may not seem the most serious at all times, but I know when to work my hardest so that I can put aside binge-watching Friends on Netflix for you. And you know that you can always count on me to be full of energy, to listen, represent, work hard, and create surprises. But me as the Community Outreach Liaison will look far from nothing. I've built up much experience from the past years in Stuco and witnessed the amount of responsibility that this officer position comes with. Being in this position not only means working hard for all of you, but really means that all of your voices will be heard and that your high school experiences will be more memorable from pep rallies or events like Patio on Fire. My experience, willingness, and dedication will prove that I'm fit for this job. And you know that I'll always reach out to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Sophie. Now we will bring up the candidates for the Activities Liaison. The Activities Liaison is the bridge that connects the student body and the admin, listening to all of your concerns at our town hall meetings and other events. Please welcome to the stage, Cindy Kim.
Hi everyone, I am Cindy Kim running for your Intramural Activities Liaison. So just to clarify some things first, no, I did not have a plastic surgery. I actually broke my nose during a soccer game, like last Saturday. Anyways, along the lines of soccer, I can tell you proudly right now that I will be a great activities liaison. Being a defensive player, I need to cooperate with midfielders and keeper to make sure that our defense is the strongest. I am an experienced communicator, and I can tell you right now that I will be a sturdy bridge between the school community and the Stuco team to make sure that your next year is great. I will work hard, rigorously, responsibly. You've seen me the past 3 years working for you guys, the school community, since 8th grade. Just trust me on this one more time. I won't let you guys down. I will be a listener, a supporter, a leader, and everything else I need to be in order to make sure that your next year is great. So, please vote for Cindy Kim as your activities liaison. She knows what's up.
Hello KIS, my name is John Oh, running as your only candidate as the Media Relations Director of the 2019 to 2020 school year. Since I'm running unopposed, I'd like to keep my message short and sweet. A Media Relations Director's job are not limited to capturing the valuable moments of our school as well as promoting the school events through the digital medium. As a prospective Media Relations Director, I will try my best to provide you with these content. And I promise you that a new perspective will arrive at our campus very soon. Thank you.
Next, we have our candidates for the Creative Director position. The Creative Director is responsible for creating marketing materials and designing thematic elements for student council events. Our first candidate up for this position is Claire Kim.
Hello students and teachers, my name is Claire Kim and I'm running for Creative Director for 2019 to 2020. Well, first of all, you might be wondering why I'm running for this position. Here are some reasons why. I have experience in student council and it truly has been one of my favorite and valuable experiences. Using what I've learned, I would like to make your experience in our events as valuable and interesting as well. Adding on, this might seem like a cliche, but it's still worth mentioning. I am creative. I love to design posters and tickets for our events, and I promise every Stuco event to be held with more creativity and spirit. My past 3 years at high school at KIS has been truly amazing, and I would love to make 2019 to 20 our best one yet.
Thanks, Claire. Our next candidate up is Michael Kim.
Ayo. Ayo. Alright. Hello, my name is Michael Kim. I'm currently running to be your next creative director now. Half of you probably wondering, who in the right mind would pull the Freddie Mercury for a Stuco officer election speech? However, like the famous Freddie, I believe in the importance of a connection. He idealized that making music was no point if your audience couldn't connect with you, and I feel the same way about KIS. In all honesty, Stuco wouldn't be anything without the students. Every student perspective has a say in what we do as an organization, and as creative director, it's with your vote that I hope to establish a connection with each and every one of you. As creative director, I hope to express KIS in the most unique ways possible, including a hint of everyone's personality within the designs. And if you see me in the hallway and have any suggestions as what I can do better as a person or creative director, I will happily dap you up and ask you what you got for me, broski. If I were to be bestowed with the position of creative director, it would be a true honor to participate in the discussions of tomorrow with the next generation of lawyers, doctors, and architects. And it's with your vote that I hope to contribute to the best version of KIS. Because TBH, we're only to get better every day, and the only competition you have as a person is who you were yesterday, and as a school, who you were the year before. If there's anything you take from my speech today, whether I get voted or not, I want each and every one of you to realize that no one has ever changed this world by doing what the world has told them to do. I love y'all 3,000. Thanks for listening.
Thank you, Michael. Next, we have our candidates for Vice President. The Vice President is responsible for working with the President to ensure Student Council's vision. They do everything from leading pep rally run-throughs to painting the colorful banners for our events year-round. First up for this position is Andy Kim.
Can you give me a few seconds? I need you guys to close your eyes for a second. Just, I'll give countdown. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Looks can be deceiving. You probably had no idea who I was due to my impeccable disguise. I am not who you think I am. I am much, much taller than what you see me as. Okay, maybe not that tall. I mean, I still have kunde to finish my growing, right? That's what my mom says. Okay, fine. Maybe I am a little short, but that doesn't make me any less noticeable. I take up a presence that is so big and conspicuous that it is almost impossible to disregard me in a room due to my loud and vigorous voice and energy. Are you ready? You know my vision. You know my goals for my Facebook post. Homecoming? Promoting smaller clubs? A fair, more clear dress code policy? I got you. Done. With my experience as a grade rep and student officer, I am determined to make the 2019 to 2020 school year the best one possible. Cheers to a fantastic years. And remember, vote me for VP because this is the end game. And remember, vote Andy Kim. Thank you.
Thanks, Andy. Next up, we have Daniel Min.
Hi, I've been called in various names. Min Tae-hong, MTH, Demon, Daniel Min. And whatever the reason is, some call me Meth. I didn't care much about it, since they all belong to me. However, from now on, I do. There might be numerous Daniels in this school, but I promise, I'll be the coolest one. First, I'll open IAM. Intramural athletic meet, once per year, allowing class t-shirts. Second, I'll promote the Korean International School Festivals. Indeed, consider the dates must be after the school events. Third, I'll design, open, and encourage more diverse club activities. If you want to create your own club, please let me know. Lastly, continuously heeding to suggestions from both students and faculty. I am the youngest among the vice president candidates, but I assure my devotion to KIS is the oldest among them. Everyone in this school is my protagonist, my MVP, and that's why you should vote for MVP. Thank you. This was Daniel Min.
Thanks, Daniel. Next up, we have Vicky Yoon.
Good morning, KIS. My name is Vicky Yoon, and I want to be your vice president. Pray to God by next week I can introduce myself as Vicky Yoon. Thanks to my mom and dad, I'm only one E away. Get it? But what actually brought me this close is filled with 5,000 minutes of brain straining, hands-on experience, drenched with, I swear, literal blood, sweat, and tears, as I focus my time and energy into one single extracurricular activity. But honestly, I guess so what, right? What's actually important is that it's always been highlighted by a genuine love for my fellow Stuco and a true passion for exceeding the expectations of and delightfully surprising the student body. You. I am the unseen hands of your favorite events, such as Patio on Fire, Spirit Weeks, Pep Rallies, Mr. KIS, Prom, and so much more. I am the ears to your forces of change, the dress code, discrepancies in grading, after-school buses, and admin communication. And I am the backbone to your flourishing growth and unlimited success. But there's one thing in common with these three statements. Have you noticed? Yeah! That's right, it's you. Without you, none of this can come true. But that's exactly why I stand here today. I'm asking you to let me serve you. I'm asking you to let me go above and beyond with your 2019-2020 school year. And I'm asking you to vote for me and be my one and only ease. Letting me be your one and only Vice-ski. Hashtag V for V, vote Vicky for Vice, your very own Vice-ski. Thank you.
Thank you, Vicky. Thank you, Vicky.
This next candidate, running unopposed, has been an integral part of student council over the past 3 years, and I have no doubt she can take on the responsibilities that come with being a student council president. Please welcome to the stage, Jiyeon Kim.
KIS, today marks the 4th time I stand in front of you to tell you why I want to serve you. Running as grade rep my freshman year, I told you that I honestly had nothing better to do. Running for media relations director my sophomore year, I elaborated a little too much on cat videos. This year, running for community outreach LIAISON, I tried to solve a Rubik's Cube during my speech and failed, and that was kind of embarrassing. But running for president my senior year, I want to put your school, your KIS, into your hands. Whether it's your first year of high school or your last, yes, class of 2020, we are seniors now, I want to make it as good of a year as you can have. A president that reaches for more. I want to be, the presidents and student councils have set the bar high, and every candidate here is here to raise that bar even higher. I want to keep the high quality events of prom and patio on fire, but add more and elevate it to a more higher level. A president that listens. With town hall meetings and others, I will listen to your comments, complaints, and suggestions and take action to change and initiate change with the administration. A president that's here for you. I want what you want. I want to put your school in your hands. So like you've given me for the past 3 years, I ask one last time for your trust. Thank you. Let's have a great year.
Thank you all for your time today, and please give one last round of applause to our candidates. Now, up on the screen is a QR code to the voting form. Please take time right now to vote on your student council officer team for the 2019 to 2020 school year. The form will close tomorrow at 12:08 p.m., right after club block ends.